there's a part that we all must play. There's a piece that we can create from having a lot of folks doing a lot of little things that are contributing to a much larger solution. If we want to see a better Baltimore, right? Like, it really starts with all of us doing our part.
Parts of Peace started because I realized there was still an unmet need for families, particularly families that I like to refer to as gap families. So families that earn too much to qualify for benefits, but not enough to consistently make ends meet. These families were consistently in a hard place because they couldn't get SNAP benefits or any cash assistance, yet they were also struggling.
Hygiene poverty is both a social and health issue that affects up to 340,000 people living in Baltimore City today. These are families that make up the city's working class, with incomes that range from below the federal poverty limit up to a household income of $40,000.
In the years coming towards COVID, we realized that we really wanted to focus on some really basic, critical things, which turned out for us to be food and personal and household hygiene items. We really niched down and focused specifically on hygiene items. You can imagine our surprise when COVID came and the demand for our services quadrupled.
Despite being one of the wealthiest states in the country, almost a quarter of Baltimoreans live in poverty. Those living in poverty are concentrated in Baltimore's black butterfly, a term popularized by Baltimore native Dr. Lawrence Brown to identify the numerous neighborhoods that are still significantly affected by decades of structural racism and economic disinvestment.
Parts of Peace goal is to change the way that Baltimore's communities in need access services and resources that provide critically needed basic hygiene items. They work to eliminate barriers to access, like restrictive programs, zip code restrictions, social stigmas, income requirements, and more. They seek innovative ways to leverage existing resources and tailor them to increase affordability, access, and dignity.
We spent a few months getting to know Parts of Peace, getting to know its people, its mission, and its hope for the future. And from there, we tried to figure out the best way that we could help given the time frame and our resources. Parts of Peace was clearly addressing an underserved need in the community, and we wanted to help enable it to reach an even wider audience and to increase accessibility to both current and future customers. With just a few months left in the project, we started to strategize.
We surveyed volunteers, board members, and staff to make sure we understood what was already working and possible areas of opportunity. After considering these perspectives and reviewing the current and potential volunteer activities, we sought to standardize these projects. A volunteer FAQ, a staff checklist, and an explanation of the day-to-day formed the foundation of our framework. We wanted to ensure volunteers would stay engaged and continue coming back to Parts of Peace. To do this, we created a stewardship plan, serving as a guide for how and when to re-engage and connect with volunteers and help them better understand the real impact they are having in our Baltimore community.
We wanted to find additional ways to continue to streamline Parts of Peace's work. It didn't take long to realize that while there is a high demand and need for the services provided by Parts of Peace, there are also organizations that could serve as a partner to reach an even wider audience. To support this idea, we put together a document suggesting local organizations, including a description of their work, along with the contact that Parts of Peace can directly reach out to distribute supplies. In addition, we established a partnership with the United Way of Central Maryland to create a system for distributing unused inventories to families in need. Parts of Peace serves a unique need in Baltimore and has a proven track record of success. We hope that these initiatives can help strengthen the foundation of this important work so that it can better serve and extend Parts of Peace's reach.
The hygiene portion allowed me to be able to get cheaper deodorant, soap, dish detergent that I would have paid more money for, and it would have taken away from me being able to pay bills on time because I had extra money to put towards those bills. And it's cost effective. It's like an awesome program. As long as they allow me to, I will use their services.
Parts of Peace has served at least 2,112 individuals and an average of 75 households with over 3,724 items distributed through their food and hygiene pop pantries and hygiene pop-ups at partner sites.
Our mission is to empower families in Baltimore by partnering with them to meet their basic needs and beyond.